Hi everyone, Alicia Caillé-Fleet with eXp Realty here. Today I want to chat with the sellers. So sellers, these are some things that you should consider when you receive an offer. Naturally, the first thing that catches a seller's attention is the price. Maximizing on your investment is important and it is a common goal, but it's important to realize that price isn't the only factor to consider. In some cases, buyers have won multiple offer situations even without having the highest offer. I personally have had buyers win in multiple offer situations when they were not the highest bid, but because the other conditions that they put in their offer was more appealing and at less risk to the seller. Financing and inspections are oftentimes conditions that a buyer will put into an offer. Now, if you have a buyer who hasn't obtained a pre-approval in advance, then they pose a significant risk to the seller. Attaching a pre-approval letter to an offer provides reassurance for the seller and helps prioritize any of the multiple offers. As a seller, you do not want to tie up your listing for 1 to 2 weeks as the buyer determines if they're pre-approved or not, because if they're not, and then you have to put your listing back on the market, it will reflect it negatively. Sellers may take an unconditional offer even if it's lower priced, simply to avoid these uncertainties. In a market such as this, where things are rapidly changing with the interest rates, price is not always the most important thing. A seller might consider taking a lower offer because they don't have a financing condition included. There are other conditions as well that can be put into an offer and conditions that you should consider, such as reviewing of the condo documents, of the property taxes or the power and utilities. It could be reviewing of the restrictive covenants, any easements or right-of-ways, and basically whatever the buyer decides to put in the offer at that time. And then, of course, we have the closing date, which should also be taken into consideration. Sometimes you have buyers who request a longer closing date than what you might desire, so bridge financing and storage solutions become a great alternative. In my experience, however, most sellers try to avoid these situations. Choosing a realtor who's going to provide insights and guidance so that you can make an informed decision on what offer is going to be best for you is important to consider too. In multiple offer situations, I'm going to take you through each one carefully. We're going to identify what are the best options for you and continue to negotiate. That way, you can secure the most favorable terms and outcome. Thanks so much for checking out my video today. And if you're thinking about selling, give me a call. I'd love to interview for that position. Have a great day.